What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Real Feel. Welcome back to me life. Time. Time is more than money. You can't make money unless you put in the time. You can't achieve a task unless you put in the time. You can't end up achieving the task. You can't end up achieving some of your goal. You can't end up achieving that big paycheck, or you can't achieve anything unless you put time in. Time is everything. Like, I've said this in my life multiple times. I've always seen it that way. And you would hear money's everything. Well, you would hear that money's everything and you would see it because obviously you need money for everything. Everything, to buy everything. Not to live, not to walk, not to breathe, not to get up. It doesn't cost money for that stuff. But the obvious things, you have to, pay to get it. So you need money. So people think money is everything because you need all that money to get this and get that and get that. But many people, this has been proven multiple times, have had lots of money. They've had everything that they've wanted. They've gotten everything they've wanted. They can buy anything else in the world, and they're still stuck. And they're still, wondering whatever. Like, my point is that putting in, it's time, man. Time is everything. Like, I've learned this. I've done this. I've struggled with this, knowing that even 5 minutes of your time, 10 minutes of your time, putting it into a task or whatever it is, taking the time to do that will give you results. And, for example, like if I want to make a video like this, or I want to make something, I got to put in the time for it. And if I want results from it, I have to put in the time for it. I can't just make this video and then sit there. Like, if I don't take the time to do these things, then it's not going to happen. And me sitting back, this is like kind of behind the scenes kind of thing. And I've mentioned this throughout my videos, what goes behind the scenes and how much time it can take and what it takes to do what I do, or, anything. Just me, not just me in general, but like for everybody. But what the time, how much time it takes, what the effort you got to put in for the results to come. Like, you literally obviously just can't sit there and do nothing about it, and then all of a sudden keep complaining about it or keep talking about it and saying that you can do these things or saying that you put in the work, but then when you bring it up or you bring it up to somebody, they have nothing else to say. They think there's nothing, they're like, well, I don't know. And it's like, you have to put the time in. I don't know where I was going with that in that one part, but my point is taking your time, or taking time to do things to get the results. And even if it's, like I said, even if it's like 5 or 10 minutes, an hour a day, think about it this way. There's 24 hours in a day. Even if you use an hour of that day, even if you worked a job for 8 hours of the day, you still have 8 hours more or whatever till you go to sleep. And we're stuck sitting there scrolling on our phone, and then we say to ourselves, we're on board, there's nothing to do, I can't find this, I can't do that, I don't have the time. Technically, you have the time. Even if you worked 8 hours in a day or 12 hours in a day, you still have an hour in between that. And finding the balance, I've mentioned that one before too, finding the balance. And myself, I couldn't balance that very well. It was hard for me to focus on doing that. So I wanted to take my time and I wanted to put it in full. And I wanted to, like I said, take the time to manage an account, take the time to network with people, take the time to write music, take the time to record music, take the time to record or make a video. And because I won't see results. I'm not going to see no results if I just keep talking about it and thinking about it and saying, well, I can do this. I'm capable of doing this, and I know I can do this and go do that. But if I don't do it, then it's going to bottle up inside me. It's going to hurt me inside in the end. It's not going to hurt anybody else but myself. But even just doing it a little bit, like as much as I don't want to turn on the camera, as much as it's hard for me to turn on the camera some days, and even though when I do come on the camera, the results are like I can do what I'm doing and I'm good at it. If whatever, I'm just good at being in front of the camera and stuff. But once I do it, my point is, once I do it, it feels so much better. Like I feel so much better when I get it off my chest, and I did something, took 5 minutes, took 10 minutes of my time, and literally in the end of it, you're like, oh shit, there's still 17 hours left in the day. Holy crap. Like, you take the time, and time is everything. Time is everything. You can't make money without time. You can't succeed something without putting the time and efforts in. And I've mentioned this, you're gonna fail. Like, you're not going to find what you are about or what you're capable of right away. Like, you're not gonna, it's just like learning to walk. You didn't learn to walk right away. You didn't learn to walk right away. You didn't learn to speak right away. You had to take the time to do that. And think about it this way. You can talk now, and if you're able to walk and you can do it now. So just imagine how much time you put. If you put that same time into like your dream or your goal or your task that you want to accomplish, just think about what the results are going to be. It's going to be good, obviously, because you keep taking your time and putting it into what you want to do and pursuing it. Whatever it is, and you have to take that in deeply, because time is everything. Like, it's everything. And I've said, yes, you need money. No, money's everything. A lot of people say that. Money is everything. Money is everything. Yes, money is everything because you need to buy things with it and you need to survive with it. So you need to make money to do that. But again, if it wasn't for time, if it wasn't for the times that you put in, you wouldn't make that money. If it wasn't for the time that I put in, I wouldn't be able to make that track. Even though it's tough sometimes to put that effort in, but if it's something you want to do and you're something that you want to push towards, it's not going to hurt you in the end. It's only going to make you better. It's straight raw. It's only going to make you better. If you just keep trying at it, keep practicing at it. Multiple things in my life that I failed at, that I'm not good at, and I don't feel that I'm good at. And well, yeah, you can do it because you didn't try it. Well, I did try it, and I've done these things throughout my life. It may look like that I haven't, but I've done work since I was 16 years old. I've worked multiple restaurants. I've worked multiple factories. I've worked multiple side jobs. I've done my own side jobs before. I've tried to build my own business before. I've done so much crap. I've done here, I've done there, I've done this. Like, you would be surprised what I've done for work and what I've tried to go through and take risks towards to find out what I'm capable of now and what I'm able to do now and what I want to be doing now. I've done them. I'm 34 years old. Obviously I'm still young. It's not even a high age, and it's kind of like just a little bit past my prime. And if I keep this consistently keep it going, then eventually something's going to happen. I don't know exactly what I do know what I want, and life's just going to give me what I need. And this may sound crazy and cliche whatever to some people, but life gives you what you need. Life doesn't give you what you want. We all want something. We all want something that we're not going to get today, and we're not going to get tomorrow. We may never get it, but life gives you what you need. And if you take that in and understand that, then you'll be able to see a bigger picture, and you'll be able to take the better steps to go forward. If if a lot of people would say I can't do this and I can't do that, and it's hard to do this because I don't have enough time. If you don't have enough time in a day, then you're doing too much. Like, even though I manage my 4 accounts and I make music and I do all this stuff and I want to make videos and I'm trying to run my merch website and stuff, or try to run my merch brand, I still have I still even have time in between there. So saying you don't have enough time, if you don't have enough time and you're saying you don't have enough time for this, then you're doing way too much. And then if you don't have enough time to do the thing that you're still complaining about that you want to do, this doesn't make any sense. Go do it. Stop complaining about it, because it's only going to hurt you more. It's only going to tear you up inside more if you hold it in and not do it and keep talking about it and saying, I wish I did this and blah, 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 blah. Go do it. Take the step to do it, man. And for a person that did drugs for 10 years, since I was 23, off and on, and it was the worst the last 5 years, for someone that's went through that, and I can make it out and I can be where I am today, how I did that was because I found things that I wanted to do, and I took risks, and I tried different things to find out what makes me smile, what gets me up and gets me dressed, period. Like, there's times where I've gotten up, I just put on my comfy pants, I turn on some videos, I go get a bunch of munchies and smoke some weed and sit home all day and not do anything and ponder about this, ponder about my music and everything that I have today. It's not about the material things, but it's about that I wanted these things, and I work towards them. And again, we don't always get what we want, but I'm saying that if you're taking the steps towards these things, eventually it will fall into place into your life. And sticking in bed, and just trust me, I get caught up too, and sometimes in the morning and I start watching videos, and I start watching this and start watching that. Mostly they're inspiration videos, and I watch podcasts and stuff like that, but point is I can get caught up in a silly video or something like that, and I'll keep watching it, and it will hold off my day. But again, if I just take the effort and try it, and try to write something or try to do something, even if I did 20 minutes of it, once I start doing it, if you love doing it, once you start doing it, you're not going to stop until you feel like it, until it feels right to stop. But if you don't want to do something, it means you don't either. It's the time that people don't want to do, and take the time to do it because they're afraid of failure. Most people are afraid that they're going to, well, if I did that, what if this happens? Like, it is scary. They'd be like, shit. People say, well, what if it doesn't work out? What if my goals and dreams don't work out? But I know that if I keep going, something will happen, no matter what it is. And it's bigger than my music, and I've said that multiple times. I almost missed the garbage. Yeah, it's bigger than my music, and if I just keep going, and you keep going and keep trying and taking the time to do it, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, and once you start doing it, it will feel so much better. No matter what it is. Let's leave it at that. I'm sorry that I went off and on about... I was back and forth on this because I didn't know exactly where to go with this, and I don't usually write down things. I write down my idea, but I don't write it down because I don't want to keep looking at a script or anything, and that's not what I want to do. I want to give you guys the real feel of it, and the process of me thinking about it as I'm like trying to learn from it at the same time, and trying to teach y'all what I know from experience, and what's got me here today, off of drugs, doing my music, doing things that I want to do again, and pursuing it, and taking day by day. Trust me, my days aren't perfect, man, but I try, and if I can lift you guys up and try to do the same thing, that'd be great. Much love to everybody. I hope everything's going well. Link below for my new Facebook. Follow my Facebook for updates. For my music, there's a music group on my Facebook. I do have merch out right now. I have hoodies, long sleeves, and t-shirts are coming, and more long sleeves are coming. So if you want to connect for that, then you have to follow my Facebook, and I'll put the link below. And don't forget to subscribe. Like this, gives me motivation to make more. Show some love. It would be much appreciated. Much love to everybody. Keep their head up, keep smiling. Peace out.